Good, happy Saturday, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to your New England Patriots pre-game coverage. New England Patriots versus Houston. Let's get started. First up, let's take a look at what changes since Texans Patriots played in week 3. Let's take a listen to the video.
Of all of these games in the throwdown round, this has got to be just, I mean, we can flip it over. We can just get rid of it. I love watching those highlights. I love watching the clean unis, and they're great. But this is a completely different ballgame. We've got Tom Brady back, J.J. Watt out, different situations, different everything.
It sounds like it's even worse for the Texans when you put it that way, right?
Yeah.
27-0, and you lost J.J. Watt, and the Patriots get back the greatest quarterback of all time. So that's brutal. But if you watch that full highlight, if you watch the whole game, the Texans did some weird stuff that game. They fumbled twice on kick returns. The defense obviously is getting beat not only by a naked bootleg. Jacoby Brissett also ran the option in that game. With the full option, he did a fake pitch and kept it like he was Tommy Frazier or something. It wasn't the Texans defense that we've seen. Right. Since then, the Texans have given up 30 points once all season. It was to Sam Bradford's Vikings. They don't do that. That Texans team we saw having special teams mistakes, letting a third stringer run up and down on them. That's not who they are. This defense has changed a lot, and a lot of it has to do with the guy we talked about all week, Jadeveon Clowney, because you don't see him in that highlight, and now he's in every highlight.
Yeah, who did the David? It was Michelangelo.
Yes, it was. That was the Ninja Turtle. Michelangelo.
Yes, there's that defense.
To me, this was Josh McDaniels' masterpiece. And if you are a 49ers fan or a Rams fan or someone wondering, what am I getting in Josh McDaniels? You're getting Jacoby Brissett running the read option, running the option, do all that stuff. It was an embarrassing day for the Texans, and I think that was, to me, the turning point for what Jadeveon Clowney needed to do, because Watt left, and Clowney kind of took that torch. And McDaniels embarrassed them the first time around. I mean, embarrassed. This was McDaniels going up against a lot of former colleagues and saying, I'm going to put a show on you. I'm going to put a resume on tape. I'm going to send it to 20 teams and say, hey, I could be your next head coach if I want to be.
Right.
He's the belle of the ball on the coaching candidacy because of what he did to that Texans team, which is the best in the league right now.
Right.
He embarrassed them, mortified them, made them look silly.
Yeah, we have to give that Texans defense credit. I know that.
Not from that day.
Yeah, I know. But right now, they're a different team. This is a different season, literally a different year. But with all that said, you got Tom back on the field. And Tom has been playing fantastic since then. But they're going to have to deal with this type of pressure. And that's exactly what they're going to need to do in order to beat Tom Brady. But you got to think about all the additions. Guys that have been making plays. LeGarrette Blount having the season of his career. Martellus Bennett, who's been the consistent piece for this offense. Deion Lewis back in the fold.
Wasn't there?
So for me, Hogan, always open Hogan. So there's so many different players that have kind of emerged, and not just Tom being back on the field. So that's going to be an exciting part.
They don't have Jamie Collins. They have him.
By the way, he had an interception on that game.
He had a big interception of Osweiler in this one, 14 tackles in this one. They, of course, traded him away, I think, week 9 of this season, but he was huge in this game. Somehow, though, credit to Matt Patricia, the laminated pencil thing, he somehow still has the #1 scoring defense without Jamie Collins, and I thought that would not happen. So I can't believe sitting here now looking back at that.
I want to ask our former players something. So you get embarrassed on primetime television.
Right.
Everyone's watching. This game was on CBS. It was the whole deal, 27-0.
Yeah.
And now all you're reading in the papers is it's a 17-point favorite, and they've got no.
It's a homecoming game.
We've already seen this game. In the 3 times Belichick has played, or 2 times Belichick has played Bill O'Brien, 54-7 is the difference. If you're a Texans player right now just getting beaten in the national media, what are you thinking?
You constantly remind everybody on that team exactly what people are saying. If you got to put the newspaper clippings up, if you got to play the video right before you watch film in the morning or after practice, you constantly use that as motivation. There's some coaches that have the method of saying, you know what, out of sight, out of mind, I'm not going to bring it up, I don't want to disturb their confidence. No. I do it on the flip side. When I played, I would make sure every player understood what everybody was saying. Because on top of the money you're making, on top of the logo you have, on top of the name on the back, I want you to understand how you're perceived, not just by other teams in the league, but by the masses that support us. So this is the playoffs. Everybody's watching. This isn't a game that can get swept under the rug in the middle of the season or at the beginning of the year. Now people are watching. Now they're paying attention. What are you going to do? How do you want to be remembered? Because this could be your last game. How do you want to be remembered when they look back at this film and say, you know what, this is what I want to identify the Houston Texans with? And that could change everything if you go in there with that type of feeling.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And this is a big game. It's the AFC playoffs. So, what team do you think will win? The Patriots or Houston, Texas? I say the Patriots. An impressive circuit regular season that led to 14 wins put the 2016 Patriots 14-2 in the position they now reside as the number one seed in the AFC, hosting Houston on Saturday night at 8:15 at Gillette Stadium in divisional playoffs. Hard work pays off, and reward was the Texans' 10-7 opponent that has been installed as one of the biggest underdogs in postseason history. Regardless of how you measure things, New England is the better team in this matchup in virtually every area across the board. Now let's take a look at players to watch. First, let's start off with the New England Patriots team. Nat/Marcus T. New England's tacky combo has played most well in seasons. Those are the two players to watch for tonight's game. Other players, Devin Pro Bowl safeties, number 32, you should watch for tonight's game. Number 12, Tom Brady. We need to be on the lookout. Number 97, Allen. We'll need to be on the lookout as 97, I'd say. Julian Edelman, number 11, is on the lookout for tonight's game. Now let's take a look at Houston's Brock, 17. Number 90, Jad Vaughn. Number 26, Lamar Mills. Number 59, Whitney Mercilus. And Bill O'Brien, head coach, as well. Those are all the players you should watch out for tonight's game. And let's take a look at game preview as well. Let's take a look at, hold on, sorry about that. The New England Patriots finish the 2016 regular season with a 14-2 record for an NFL record 15 times in team history. The team also earned the top seed in the AFC playoff field for the sixth time, 2006, 2014, 2011, 2010, 2007, and 2003. The most in NFL since the current playoff formula was established in 1990. And that is for your game preview, Patriots versus Texans. And I hope you all enjoy this game. It starts at 8:15 p.m. at Gillette Stadium. And go Patriots! I have a feeling they will win. What about you? Comment below and let us know. Goodbye, everyone.